Hello readers! I'm going to go over my March wrap-up, but before I do that, I want to quickly talk about the fact that the Libri Labra book club is just finishing up Nevernight. We are going to be having a live show for that soon, and for the month of April, we are going to be reading Holy Cow by David Duchovny. If you'd like to join us for the reading of Holy Cow, the link to our Goodreads group is in this description below. Alright, so this month I read 5 books, the first one being Go For It by Andy Fraser. I give this book 4 out of 5 stars. There really isn't too much to say about it. It was actually a gift that my husband gave me for our anniversary, and I'm assuming that Andy Fraser is a person that actually compiled all the quotes in it, but it was filled with inspirational quotes on following your dreams. Last month for the Libri Labra book club, I read The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I gave The Hating Game 5 out of 5 stars. It was cute, it was funny, it was like a romantic comedy, but it also had some more serious elements to it as well. The main characters in this story are Lucy and Josh, who actually come from 2 very different publishing companies that weren't doing too well and eventually ended up merging. The third book I read this month was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And I'm super pissed at myself right now because apparently I did not write the author's name in the notes. This book was written by a really good author, and I'll make sure to leave her name down here. Evelyn Hugo is a movie star. She's gorgeous, she's flawed, she has Cuban immigrant parents. I can't imagine too many people have mentioned this because it might sound like an odd comparison, but The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, the format reminded me a little bit of Interview with the Vampire, because in Interview with the Vampire, there was a journalist, he was interviewing the vampire, and it was kind of like that. So the story is being told from Monique's perspective, who is a journalist at Vivant, and she ends up with an opportunity to interview Evelyn Hugo. So the story goes back and forth from being told in Monique's perspective and then actually hearing Evelyn's voice as she's telling her life story to Monique. They basically go through Evelyn's life talking about each one of her 7 husbands and about who was actually her greatest love. It's also worth noting that there is a bisexual relationship in the book, and again, that Evelyn Hugo is just very human and very flawed. She's very confident and very unapologetic with all the life decisions she made, and I think that makes her just a force to be reckoned with, and it's hard not to want to find out more about her. Just like many other people have mentioned in regards to this book, you may end up with a very strong urge trying to look her up, trying to Google her, trying to find out more about her, and unfortunately, she's not a real person, so you're not gonna be able to find much. But of course, her life story being told in this fictional book is the best thing. The 4th book I read this month was Obsidio in the Illuminae Files series by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. Illuminae is a YA sci-fi story, and it gets told within dossiers and IMs and emails and text messages, so the format is very interesting. I both listened to the audiobook and the regular book, and they're both completely different experiences. So if you have an opportunity, I would strongly suggest you do both. All 3 audiobooks are told with a full cast narrating, and they did an excellent job. So it's actually up there in my all-time favorite series. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I am sad to see the series end, but they did tie it up nicely. And the last book that I read this month was A Day in the Life of Marlon Bundo, and that is John Oliver's version of Marlon Bundo. I did make a video that kind of goes into it a little bit deeper and talks about the story. It is a children's book. It is based on Mike Pence's Rabbit. I also gave that 5 out of 5 stars, and I'll just go ahead and link to the video above. How many books were you able to get through for March? Let me know in the comments below. If we have similar tastes in books, be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.